Andrew Wilson is one of the greediest people within the gaming industry. He has led EA for a very long time at this point through all of the major mistakes they've made, like predatory monetization systems in their games. But now apparently Disney is eyeing him to replace Bob Iger. This is a That Park Place article. It says Disney could hire the EA CEO Andrew Wilson to take over for Bob Iger. Now, of course, Disney and EA have worked together for a very long time, most notably with the Star Wars franchise. EA used to have the exclusive deal when it came to Star Wars games, and then they did drop that. That's why we're getting titles from companies like Ubisoft and Massive Entertainment, such as Star Wars Outlaws, but that hasn't been going well for them yet. And, well, it seems that Andrew Wilson, one of the greediest people in the gaming industry, may take over for Iger. Now, Iger had left and Bob Chapek took over, and then Iger came back, and then he extended his stay until 2026, but it seems that that's going to be the end for him. He really does want out at this point, and well, it looks like this new hire might be even worse. So the search for his replacement as CEO of the company is on. While many initially thought Disney would turn to an internal candidate like the Disney Entertainment co-chair Dana Walden or the Disney Parks and Experiences head Josh D. Amaro, it seems as though the company is looking outside the mouse house for its next big cheese. Now, Disney, yes, has tried their best over the years to get into the gaming industry and have all of these deals go through. And if Andrew Wilson did become a part of Disney, even in a small way, even if not as the CEO, they would have major ties because he already has a major in within the industry. He knows all of the other CEOs, he knows the Phil Spencers, and he probably would be able to come up with relatively good deals for them. So that could be another major way that they create a revenue stream. It says to identify a potential replacement for him, Disney enlisted the aid of headhunting firm Hendrick and Struggles. They came back with 3 candidates, one of which is EA CEO Andrew Wilson. Now, he is somebody who over the years has definitely caused harm to the video game industry. He was directly behind the monetization decisions like loot boxes becoming very popularized within the industry and live service. He also was somebody who, yes, pushed for this future, all generally things that I dislike. You know, microtransactions are fine if they are actually micro, but now they are not, they're macro transactions. And of course, they've been accused over the years of nickel and diming players, straight up scamming players, and most recently, EA made headlines with Veilguard, a AAA game that was in development for more than a decade and has reportedly sold somewhere around 500,000 copies with 30,000 returns. And the game does prioritize ESG and DEI themes and decides to lecture the players on social matters, which is straight up the Disney and Bob Iger alley. I talk about the Bob Iger effect quite a lot on this channel because he is someone who genuinely wants to push the message before genuinely good entertainment. He is a major problem at the company, and while yes, he has made them a lot of money in the very long time he has been at the Walt Disney Company, he's also done a lot of damage, and I don't necessarily think Andrew Wilson feels as passionately about pushing the message because he is someone who certainly over the years has prioritized just making money. He doesn't really care if he's even nickel and diming and scamming players as long as he's raking in the cash. So I do think that this is quite fascinating. None of them have made statements on it. Andrew hasn't made any statements. Bob Iger hasn't. Disney in totality has not. But it wouldn't shock me. This actually would be an interesting move for them because, again, then they'd have some very, very big ties to the gaming industry. And I don't think that this is going to lead to like Disney buying EA. That would cost a massive amount of money, but I do think that it would lead to a lot of potential opportunities for Disney. So I will be keeping my eye on this. Very fascinating news, but definitely not positive because imagine who would replace Andrew Wilson, probably someone even greedier. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.